Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, grade 1. How are you all doing? Good. That's really great. Yes, I'm also good. Alhamdulillah. Thank you and welcome to your social studies class. So in today's class, we will be discussing about more about what are our needs. In our last class, we started this topic and we discussed what is the difference between the needs and wants of our body, right? So we discussed that needs are those things which our body require on on a compulsory basis, right? But wants are that we want according to our mood, according to the different scenarios, right? So we can live without the wants, but we cannot live without the needs. So in that, then we made a distinction between those which are the basic needs of human body and then the other ones, right? So among the basic needs, there comes three things, which are air, water, and food. So without these three things, the human body cannot survive for so long. If you do not have air, you cannot breathe. If you don't have water, there is this maximum time span of 12 hours in which a human body can survive without this. And similarly, if you talk about food, 3 days maximum, right? And when our body does not, get all of these things, then they start breaking. Okay. So in this way, we discussed about the basic needs of, or the survival. We can also call them as the survival needs of human body, right? Now in today's, and then we also discussed that what comes the other needs, right? Beside these three basic or survival needs, there come some other needs which are required by our body on daily basis, let's say. And then in that, we discussed the shelter, we discussed the clothes, we discussed the security or safety, right? So we talked about these things as well. Now in the security or safety, there comes this need that a human wants to live in a safe environment, right? We want the environment and the people around us to be safe, so that we don't, you don't have this fear all the time that something bad will happen to you, all right? And then we discussed that nowadays why people prefer to live in all societies like Gulberg, like DHA, Beria Town, whatever. So people prefer to live in those societies because they have these security systems, they have the security guards, right? So but the local areas, they don't have this system, they don't have that much security as compared to the particular societies. Then we discussed about the shelter. So we discussed that whatever type of house it is, whatever type of structure it is, wherever you live, you need a shelter on your head, right? That you don't sleep on the road or you don't live over there. So you should have a home. It can be of any type, it can be old, it can be new, it can be small, it can be big. Okay. So now in today's class, we will discuss all the other needs other than the survival needs in detail. And I also ask you to think about it, that what are other needs of your body? What do you need on daily basis? So how many of you have worked on that? Very good. Okay. So I'll come to you one by one. So yes, Alida, you tell me, what are the other needs of your body? Okay. So here I have shared the screen again. These were the survival needs that we discussed. Air, water, sleep. Yes, I missed the sleep. Sleep is also a human body need that we want a proper sleep of a proper time. If you do not sleep for that much time, you don't feel fed, you don't feel fresh, and you cannot work properly, right? So sleep is another need of human body. Then the shelter, safety, clothing, and air, water, right? So these were the survival needs, right? Now if we talk about the other ones, right? So see in this picture, it has that what is my basic needs. Now he has included four things in basic needs, which are air, water, food, and shelter. Now basic means something which you require on every basis, right? Which are the basics of your life, your lifestyle, your but the survival needs are that you need for survival. Now there is a difference between the basic and survival as well. See, without air, water, and food, you cannot survive. These are survival needs. But if you don't have a home, yes, you can survive. So it's not a survival need that if you don't have a home, the people, there are a lot of people, poor people who live on the streets, who sleep on the on the roads, so they don't have a proper shelter. But it's not because it's not a survival need, so they are surviving, right? So there is a difference between even the survival and basic needs as well. Survival needs are those that you need to survive, but the basic needs are those that you, which is an important part of your life. You can, we can summarize it like this, right? Okay. Now, among the clothing, there comes a category like you need to warm up yourself in the cold weather. If you don't feel like good, you can be attacked by different types of diseases. You can have temperature, you can have cold, you can have sneezing and etc etc, right? And if similarly in summer, if you wear the warm clothes, you cannot survive because it's too hot. It's already too hot, and if you are wearing the warm clothes, you cannot survive. So we need the proper clothes for even summer and winter, and there should be separate one, right? We cannot wear the summer one in the winter and the winter one in the summer. So let's discuss the type of clothing that we do in summer and winter. Let's make a distinction between them. And I'm going to share the screen with you. So here we have a winter clothing picture in which all of the things, not all, because some of the things which we wear in winter, they have been shown in this. Let's say first comes the sweaters. Sweaters are very important, right? All of us wear sweaters. If we talk about a fleece jacket, well, it's when it's too cold, usually in January, at the end of December, these jackets are, people wore them, right? Then comes the jean. Jeans is also preferred in winters because it is very good for winters, but you don't feel very good in summers, right? You're not more comfortable in wearing jeans while summer. Then gloves. Gloves, we usually wear gloves when again in the January and the mid-February. Other than that, if you wear an area where there is snowfall, right? Like you visit Murray, you visit any northern area. So yes, you do take gloves with you. Okay. Then we have the bennies. Again, these are usually worn by the kids, right? So boys usually don't wear them because yes, because they, in order to maintain their hairstyle, they avoid any types of caps or any type of beanies. Okay. So, and if we talk about girls, so girls have their strollers on their head, so they don't need it. Okay. So let's move toward the other one. So here we have a vocabulary picture of the winter season. So we have the boots, or you can call them as high boots as well, right? Then we have the socks, then we have the gloves, then we have the jackets, then we have the trousers, we also have the wine boots, we have the there are there's normal boots, and then we have the rain boots, right? Then we also have a raincoat. Then we also have ear cuffs. Then we have the what else? The trousers, sweaters, jeans, hoodies, jackets. All of these are, yes, winter vocabulary, right? So winter clothes vocabulary basically. Okay, so tell me, before moving forward, is there any word which is new for you in today's class? Like out of this vocabulary flashcards, is there anything which is new for you or which you don't know before and now you just came to? Yes. Is there any new word for you? How many of you? Raise your hands. So it's new for, well, you were already familiar with this. That's really great. Okay. So let's move forward, and now we will talk about the summer clothes vocabulary, okay? So now here comes the summer. In contrast to the winter, in summer we love to wear the light clothes, right? Like you have the boys have the t-shirts. We have, if you visit a beach, you prefer to wear a skirt, a mini skirt or a hat. Then you can have the, the t-shirts and shorts. All of these things, hats are to, protect yourself from the heat, the excessive heat of the sun, right? So these are the things which we usually prefer to wear in summer, but still, again, the same point that we cannot wear these things in winter because it would not be feasible to wear that. We will still feel cold and we can get sick. So these are the things which are related to summer season. Again, now we will look into let's look at the boys' clothing in summer season. So in summer, they have the sunglasses, they have t-shirts, different types of t-shirts, shorts, they have slippers, hats. So all of these are the things or the summer styling for the boys, okay? So now before ending the class, what I want you is to write 5 lines about your needs of the human body. You are supposed to summarize these points in this manner that, let's say, we need what are the basic, first, right? Make a heading of the basic needs and survival needs, right? So that I get to know that yes, you are clear about the difference between the survival and basic needs. And then write 5 lines about your needs of, like, what do you think that these are the needs of human body? If you think there is anything else which is I'm missing, which you need on daily basis, without which you cannot survive. Now see, if you talk about present time, the mobile phone has become a need of us. Why? Because we cannot communicate with anyone without it, right? Let's say for a day, if somebody forgets the phone at home, he cannot communicate, he or she cannot. You have to communicate with the driver. If you're doing a job, you have to communicate with your employees, right? With your, yes, with your co-workers. You have to communicate with your boss. You have to communicate with the people at your home, that when you are coming, you have to communicate with the driver when he or she has to pick up. So all of these things are done on the mobile phone. So if you don't have it, or someday you just forget it, you cannot work without it. It's very hard to spend the day, right? So the mobile phone has become a need. Similarly, if we talk about the students, because now mostly students have been shifted to this online mode of learning, so a laptop has become a need of them, a basic need. Why? Because to take the classes, they need it. You cannot look for so long for the mobile on the mobile phone because its screen is very small and it is damaging for your eyes as well. So you need a laptop for that. So it has become a need, right? So you're supposed to think about such things around you, about your daily life, and then you're supposed to summarize them, that what are your basic needs, what are the things that you need on daily basis, right? Okay, start writing. Let me know when you are done. Yes, all of you are done. Show it to me one by one. Very good, excellent. Okay, class, so that was all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the lecture. Do share this video with others because it's free learning. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Allah Hafiz.